How about sending some new wheels to Delray Hollow?
No can do, lad. Sorry.
How about sending some new wheels to Delray Hollow?
On it, lad. Just getting her warmed up.
How about sending some new wheels to Delray Hollow?
Aye. I'll get her out to you right away.
Officers investigating. All units be advised. Suspect located.
I need some covering fire in South Downs.
Nothing. On our way.
All units, negative visual on suspect. Repeat, visual contact lost.
Ain't nobody slipping past me.
All units in vicinity be advised. Suspect engaging with on-scene units. Officer requests assistance. All units. All units. Suspect has entered a...
Folks are finally feeling safe again in their own homes. The mere presence of these guns is bringing real change to the Holler. You really come through here. I'm impressed.
You also sound surprised.
I'll admit I carry some doubts about your level of commitment.
Makana's a temporary problem. The Hollow, though, ain't going nowhere.
I just hope you and I stay aligned on what matters. I've seen what power does, how it can change a man's focus.
See, that right there is the biggest problem we have. Every time you and I start discussing business, you start up about how the world works, about the trials and tribulation of colored folk. And you do it as if I have no idea, as if I just woke up this morning and found myself a man of color.
That's not what I'm doing.
When I was 7 years old, me and the boys from the orphanage weren't allowed in the shoe store. So we had to stand around out back and hand over an outline of our feet so the guy inside knew what size we were. When I was 10, there was this little white girl running around the neighborhood. We both crushed pretty hard on each other. But then her big brothers caught us holding hands in the park. They beat the fuck out of me, called her a nigger lover. They nearly killed me. There's a lot of things in this world I don't know, things I never experienced, and I got no problem admitting to that. But you need to stop talking to me as if being colored is one of them.
And yet you volunteered to serve a government that hates you, that sent you halfway around the world to kill our Vietnamese brothers and sisters.
I had my reasons.
Everyone has their reasons, Lincoln.
I'm here now, Cassandra. That's all that matters.
How all this shakes out in the end, that's what matters. We arming our people in fucking Dixie all at the same time. Who said we couldn't have some fun? When you take possession of their weapons, bring this what you call a fucking partnership? My men do all the work while you and the goddamn crackers make all the money? Bullshit. I expect you to do right by me next time.
I'm in the bayou and I need transportation.
Aye, I'll get her out to you right away.
One truck. There you go.
Well, shit. Now what? It's in the... Shut my mouth!
there, Frey. How is life running with her?
I got it covered.
Good. Because I'm getting word those Dixie bosons are starting to interfere with our drops.
They can try all they like. Still won't change the outcome. You getting in touch with your artistic side?
My wife used to draw on anything she could get her hands on. Half the time, she didn't even realize what she was doing. And yet, every stroke was perfection.
She's still back in Haiti?
Yes. It is where she is buried.
Guess we've all had our share of losses.
Our losses, Frey, are nowhere near the same.
I'm just trying to turn the page, set things right with you.
And you think comparing the deaths of our loved ones will do that? Papa Doc had my wife tortured trying to locate me. He had the tonton Macoute bludgeon my children to death in order to save bullets. When I last saw my wife, her eyes had ruptured from the electroshock. My little boy, his face was caved in. And my little girl, she had been hit so hard she was decapitated. They were faultless. So you and me, Frey, we are nothing in common. Makano is an evil man. In that there is no question. But just because an evil man kills, it does not mean his victims are innocent.
Innocence ain't a thing that exists around folks like us. At least not for long. Hell, I'm not even sure I know what it looks like anymore.
I used to. Once. But the bloodier I get, the quicker that picture fades. But that's not important right now. Important thing is getting our weed back from the Dixie Mafia. A large shipment of marijuana is at this dock. Get it and bring it back. Not worth as much money, but you can tell everything you bring back. Having Tikva in her hands, Cassandra never opened up to me about her own history. As much as I tried to be an ear when she needed to talk, she wouldn't go and
Gotta unload. How about
Be there soon.
By utilizing violence as a tool to force progress into being, we risk losing the power of our
Need to make a
words.
deposit, sugar?
keep this safe?
Down to
On
it.
my
The
way.
one thing that sticks
Call me
louder
if you
than
need
words
me.
is blood on the streets. And that's not the message we're trying to send you.
Black folks been using music as a medium of protest for hundreds of years. Been singing our pain and heartbreak since the moment.
How about sending some new wheels to Del Rey Hollow?
Aye, I'll get her out to you right away.
Sorry, I gotta
Just
borrow
don't
this.
hurt me.
What? This ain't the place for you, son.
Give him what's for, boy. And I ain't afraid. He's gunning us down. Duck it. Run, bitch! Ass down! Get out from under me! I'm pinned down! Don't just leave me here! Was that you? Right after him! Shit, I'm hot!
So, since we're all friendly now, been thinking about the story you told me. How Doucette kidnapped and murdered your sister.
Is that right?
Lived around here most of my life, and one thing I know is if something like that was happening, everyone in the Hollow be talking about it, warning each other.
Are you calling me a liar?
Nah. But that don't mean you lying. Just saying, we should be on the level with each other from now on.
It wasn't my sister that was killed. It was my daughter, Caroline. Dixie Mafia was running a still in the creek nearby grandmother's place. She was a religious woman, didn't
And they came looking for blood.
There were 5 or 6 of them. Surrounded the house and... I tried to get Caroline behind the dresser, but I didn't have time. They shot my grandmother out on the porch. I took one to the stomach and was left to die. If I had a gun, my daughter would still be alive. I guarantee you that.
Shit. Listen,
You
Cassandra.
surpassed my wildest expectations. Whatever else happens, these weapons will always be used to protect the folk of the Holler.